You're listening to a Roddenberry podcast.
Today is Tuesday, May the 4th be with you, 2021, and this is your daily Star Trek news from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. On today's show, director Maja Vrvilo shows off some cryptic shots from the set of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Star Trek Online launches the Tholian Trouble special event, and I've got this week's Trek Trivia. I'm Alison Pitt, and today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month of counseling by visiting betterhelp.com/DSTN. First up today, veteran franchise director Maja Vrvilo confirmed over the weekend via Twitter that she is currently in Toronto shooting episode 2 of the inaugural season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Sharing a photo of a clapperboard for the show with the caption, "New Gig," Vrvilo becomes the second director attached to the Anson Mount-led show after it was announced in April that executive producer and co-showrunner Akiva Goldsman would be directing the pilot episode. Vrvilo is already known to Star Trek fans for helming 2 episodes each of Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard, along with the Short Treks episode Runaway, in which she introduced fans to the future Queen of Zahia, Mahani Ika Halika Poe. Did it. Vrvilo's announcement prompted high praise from Star Trek Picard writer and former showrunner Michael Chabon, who replied to her post by saying, "You are a genius, Miss Vrvilo." The clapperboard photo also confirmed the continued involvement of cinematographer Glenn Keenan, who has lensed several episodes of Discovery and 2 short treks, including the Strange New Worlds connected Q&A. Production on Strange New Worlds appears to be on track despite recent COVID restrictions, and one confirmed case affecting an unknown guest star, which caused some limited quarantining but did not delay production. To catch up on Maja Vrvilo's prior Star Trek directing gigs, you can stream all of Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, and Star Trek Short Treks, now on Paramount+. Now, I said before that today is May the 4th, Star Wars Day in some circles, but fans of the Star Wars franchise aren't the only ones celebrating today. Star Trek Online is kicking off May the 4th, with a new event called Tholian Trouble. Starting today, players will have 3 weeks to engage in the event with the chance to earn some hefty rewards. The second in a series of 5 events in 2021, Tholian Trouble brings the mystery and deadly cunning of the Tholians directly to players. With the Task Force Operations or TFO mission Azure Nebula Rescue, players can pluck captured Romulan ships out of Tholian webs in a murky nebula. Choose the TFO Vault Ensnared, and you can help prevent the Tholians from stealing away a massive fortress full of priceless research. Along with a few updates to make your gaming more user-friendly, the environment team at Star Trek Online have been hard at work improving the visual experience as well. All players participating in the event and collecting 14 days worth of daily progress will be eligible to claim the grand prize of 25,000 dilithium ore, 3 reward boxes with either tech upgrades or spec points, and the Universal Console Tholian Web Array. Once unlocked in your account, this console improves Tetrion damage, physical damage, control expertise, and dramatically improves critical strike chance against held enemies. The Tholian Web Array also enables the user to target and trap up to 5 foes in a web, dealing increasing damage over time. The Tholian Trouble event for Star Trek Online is available on PC from today, May 4th, until May 25th, with console versions launching soon. Progress earned during the Tholian Trouble event will also count towards the season-wide event, with top prizes of free Infinity Promo or Infinity Lockbox ships. To find out more about the events and prizes, or to download Star Trek Online for free, visit StarTrekOnline.com. Now, I've got Trek Trivia Tuesday in just a moment, but first, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. If you need someone to talk to, you should consider BetterHelp. BetterHelp is not a crisis line, but they can get you set up with a licensed professional counselor in under 48 hours. Their counselors specialize in the help you need, from stress and anxiety, sleep or depression issues, to relationships, family conflicts, or even LGBT issues. Here's how it works. When I signed up with BetterHelp, I took a short survey so they could match me with someone, and they matched me in just a couple hours. Then it was just a day or two after that we got to work. I want you to start living a happier life today. And as a daily Star Trek news listener, you can get 10% off your first month of counseling by visiting betterhelp.com/DSTN. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DSTN. And now, it's Trek Trivia Tuesday. Did you know? The Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3 episode, Who Watches the Watchers, is named after the Latin phrase quis custodiet ipsos custodes, which I am probably butchering the pronunciation of. It was a phrase reportedly coined by the Roman poet Juvenal in his satires and is literally translated to, who will guard the guards themselves. According to Wikipedia, the original context deals with the problem of ensuring marital fidelity, though the phrase is now commonly used more generally to refer to the problem of controlling the actions of persons in position of power. So now a trivia question for you. While you might think that Who Watches the Watchers is a question, in this episode it is not. The episode title doesn't end in a question mark. There are actually only 5 episode titles across all of Star Trek that are written in the form of a question and do end in a question mark, and I want to know, can you name them? Find out what they are on Friday's episode of Daily Star Trek News. Well, that's it for today's Daily Star Trek News from the Roddenberry Podcast Network. Don't forget to check out the other great shows on the network at podcasts.roddenberry.com. Daily Star Trek News is produced by me, Alison Pitt, and written by Chris Peterson and Jack Brown, with trivia from Josh Eves. Today's show was sponsored by BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month of counseling by visiting betterhelp.com/DSTN. I'm back tomorrow with more of the Star Trek news you need to know, and this week in Trek history. I'm Alison Pitt. Live long and prosper.
This is a Roddenberry podcast. For more great podcasts, visit podcast.roddenberry.com.